Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you how I make my velvety whipped potatoes. This is probably the most crucial side dish to know when making a Thanksgiving Day dinner. So there are a few key tips and tricks that I'd like to share with you to make a really good whipped potato side dish. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and let's get in the kitchen making these velvety whipped potatoes. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is, of course, peel your potatoes. I like to use Yukon Golds just because they have a really beautiful yellow, buttery color to them. They're a little bit sweet and they're not the highest in starch, so you don't have to worry about them getting gummy as you whip them. Also, when you're done peeling them, make sure that you have a bowl of water to rest them in, just because potatoes tend to oxidize really fast and get nasty brown color within minutes. So resting them in water will prevent that. Next, you're going to cook these potatoes in salted boiling water for about 20 minutes or so, but really you're looking for super tender potatoes before you start whipping them. Here I'm just going to slice up some chives for a little bit of garnish on my potatoes, and it's going to add a nice little spicy onion flavor as well. Alright, so it's been about 20 minutes. The potatoes are just super tender and almost about to fall apart, but they still retain their shape, which is really important. You want to make sure that they still have some integrity left, because if they start breaking apart as you're boiling them, they're just going to be saturated with that starchy water and they'll almost have a grainy taste to them. So make sure you keep an eye on that. Once they're done, take them off. Give them a quick mash before you add your butter and your milk. But once you've done that and sort of breaking them apart, you can start adding your milk and your butter. Make sure it's slightly warm before you do that, because you don't want to cool down your potatoes as you're mixing. You want to keep them as hot as possible throughout the mixing process. But once you've added the rest of your milk and butter, just give them a really hard whip. Put some elbow grease into it, and they should almost just puree. As long as you've cooked them properly, they'll literally just fall apart, and you won't need a mixer or a blender for this. Alright, so once you're done mixing your potatoes, now it's time to plate. Here I'm just going to dollop one dollop after the next, almost making sort of this like plump staircase wavy look to it. It's just a really beautiful presentation. Also, I'm going to garnish it with the chives that I sliced earlier, which is just absolutely delicious, giving it sort of a spicy onion flavor going on. And all there is to do left is enjoy these guys. Oh boy, mashed potatoes, man. It doesn't get any better than this. I am a sucker for mashed potatoes. So let's see how I did, and let me test these out. Wow, that is good mashed potato. I know it's not traditional to put chives on top of sort of a traditional Thanksgiving Day dinner mashed potato, but really this is, the chives work really well. It's really good. It's a good little addition. Plus it gives a little color, kind of spruces it up. It's good stuff. And what I really like about this recipe is you don't need a machine. I know most of you probably have hand mixers or maybe even a KitchenAid, and you can whip it up like that. But if you cook your potatoes correctly and you kind of make sure that they're really tender, whipping them by hand is really easy, and you don't have to have the fuss of cleaning a blender or a hand blender or a mixer. It's just really easy and convenient, and they turn out just as good. So it's a good little tip. Well, as always, if you guys enjoyed this recipe, please thumbs up and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Please leave comments below for future video requests and things you want to see on my channel. And I'll see you guys next time with some more recipes. Bye, everybody.